Gritaradio. Señal binaria en tus oídos.
Poder sonoro en constante evolución, incluyente y plural.
Star Rock, Gritaradio.
Muy buenas tardes tengan todos. Da muchísimo gusto el día de hoy tener invitados muy especiales. Ellos van a estar pronto aquí en México. Estamos hablando con Stuck in the Sound. No sé en qué parte del mundo, pero vamos a enterarnos en este momento. Welcome to Mexico, at least virtually. Welcome to Mexico City.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Where in the world are you right now?
What?
Where in the world are you right now?
We're in France. Actually, we were in the coast, at the west of France, because we're in a live place, a gig place, a concert room where we are rehearsing for the tour.
Oh,
so we're
excellent.
not home. we are on the road in a way.
So why did you decide to add Mexico to the tour this time after more than 20 years?
Well,
yeah, you know it. For us, like a French band from France, it's difficult for us to come very far away because it's expensive, you know. And since the music video of Let's Go, we start to look that we got more and more success. And we saw the statistics, and we saw that it came from Mexico, a lot of Mexico. So we should come. We should have come before COVID, and we could not.
Well, we were supposed to come to Latin
Yeah,
America. We had some stuff organized in 2020, but then it got cancelled with COVID.
Yeah.
And
so now we took the decision to come finally, because it's too important now.
Yeah, we know that we receive lots of messages on social networks and YouTube from people from Latin America and Mexico especially, and so yeah, we're so happy to finally come to play in that place where many people listen to our music. It's great.
Yeah.
Were you surprised when you find out about how popular you're in Mexico?
We're not surprised. We're really happy because finally we found people that understand our music really, very. You know, because you know the rock, indie rock music in France, it's not
very popular.
It's not very popular. You know, people. First of all, French people, they don't speak very well English.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like myself. No, I'm sorry, I'm tired because I sang all day long, so I'm really tired.
I'm sorry. Thank you for making the effort.
It's okay. No, it's okay. It's not an effort. It's a pleasure.
Oh, thank you. But no, yeah, indie is huge in Mexico, so that's very understandable.
It's como mucho. We lost you.
Okay.
No, it's okay.
No, we lost you just for a second.
So clearly, it's not a surprise. We're really happy to play in front of people that understand our music and or what we are. Qu'est-ce qu'on est en train de faire là?
What we're doing.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, definitely.
10 years ago, we were really surprised.
Yeah,
that's for sure. But it was like a dream come true. Oh fuck! They listened to us far away from France. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's not only Mexico, actually. It's many countries in Latin America and the US too, actually.
Yeah.
Do you think that has something to do with you singing in English, or that do you think you would be understood as well if you had sung in French?
It's a very good question. We will never know that.
Yeah, we'll never know.
We'll never know.
But I suppose people listen to our music and they don't really care if we are French or German or American. I mean, it's so yeah.
It's maybe a question that we can ask you.
Exactly, because I mean, we are used to if we listen it in English, we don't understand it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't think it would have made a difference. But why did you decide to sing in English?
But sorry. No, at the beginning it was like I want to imitate the band that I love, like Nirvana, Smashing Pumpkins, Sonic Youth. I want to do the same when I was a teenager, and then I work a lot with you guys, and then I found my own identity that became something that that comes from myself, and it's honest, an honest chant, comment on dit?
Voice
An honest
singing.
singing, yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that
It's
means that, yeah.
yeah,
Sorry.
French speaking music is very very special. I mean, nowadays there are more different styles of music in France. Actually, very cool stuff in French. But
Yeah.
when we were young and when we started to do music, I mean, the French scene was not really very inspiring to us, and there was some sort of it was very arty, but in a strange literary way that we didn't really relate to, and we didn't want. We related more to the way American bands or English bands were using their words in their song.
People in France, they got the culture of the literature culture and the words, and
it's more snobbish.
Yeah,
I'm not saying
English.
I'm not saying that we don't like to put real words in music, but for French people, it's the most important is the text, is the words,
the lyrics. Yes,
the lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it has changed in the past.
It had
few
a little
years.
bit change. Yeah.
Okay, but then do you think you played a role in changing that?
No. I mean, we say what has changed is that nowadays there are some lighter stuff in French, but we didn't play no role because we decided not to use French in our music. So.
Oh yeah, that's true, right? That makes sense. But then, do you feel like that singing in English and playing in English also serves like a buffer for you to be more honest or more straightforward about what you are singing about, because you know there's kind of a barrier there?
Yeah, you mean I think that it really helps us. Maybe the fact that there's this sort of distance with the fact that we're not using our own language makes us express stuff that we wouldn't dare to express with our own language.
Exactly.
In a way. That's what you were saying. I was not sure. Yeah. It permits us to escape some of the shyness that we might have if we were to really open our hearts in our own language. And I suppose people who do music, and it's the case for all of us, I think, oftentimes people that don't necessarily express their feelings by words easily. But music is a way to do that and to really express your deeper feelings without having to be very precise or without having to assume it like a statement. It's more like pure emotion that can go out, and maybe in that sense, the fact that we don't use our own language can have been really a channel and something.
You know, for example, I got a story when we recorded Pursuit. And we recorded the songs like Criminal or in another album we recorded the Riots. I remember that I was really emotional. I cried when I sing the songs, you know. I fucking cried because it's the emotion. It's not the sense of the word that it's important. It's the emotion behind the word.
Also, yeah.
And how have native speakers reacted? Because you say you have these fans in Mexico and also the fans in Latin America who we are not native English speakers.
Yeah.
But how has been your relation? You're close to the UK.
Actually, lots of people listen to us in the UK or in the United States, and they don't seem to have a problem with the way we use their language.
But sometimes I got some jokes about my accent, but it's okay.
Yeah,
it's normal. I got an accent. I'm not an English. I'm not an American. So I got my own. Well, Shakira, she's got an accent too, no?
Big one,
yeah. It's not something that we often that's often mentioned. I mean, people from the US that love our music, they don't care. I think it's not a problem.
We got another example, Phoenix.
Yeah,
of
Phoenix.
course.
He's got a French accent,
and that's cool. Even worse than us, I say.
Yeah, it is actually very common. At least here in Mexico, as we say, we listen to a lot of a lot of music from different countries, and even if it's all sung in English, we don't even notice if it has an accent. Everything sounds.
Yeah.
You're an amazing people anyway.
I know. What can I say? Okay. So how did you present yourselves new musical challenges? Because you've been together for more than 20 years, you found your voice, but you still need to keep updating it. So how do you present yourselves new musical challenges?
So this album, it's actually a new restart for us. For us, it's like to be a new band. It was really important for us to do an album differently and get some other emotions when we write the songs.
Yeah. We really challenged ourselves to do something new. We really wanted with this album we needed it actually, because after more than 20 years together, you can just get bored actually, and why should we continue making music if we already had some good albums, and if it's to do the same thing, it makes no sense actually. So we all needed that excitement and that renewal. So we just tried many different ways of working. We consciously tried to work differently, like only in small groups of 2 people instead of the whole 5 or 4 of us. Sometimes we swapped instruments, like the guy that usually plays guitar played drums, and vice versa. And we tried many stuff like that. And it really led to surprising ourselves, because
it was really important to surprise ourselves.
Yeah, and it worked. I mean, sometimes I came back to the studio and it's like, what did you do guys yesterday? We were the 2 of us and we did that song, and I'm listening. It's like, it's great. Okay, I'm gonna try to put something on it, and it happened with everybody at different points, and we all became fans again from our own music. It's crazy because
I remember that night that Romain, for example, is just here. Romain, it's here. Yeah, Romain. Yeah, I just came in the studio, and he said, "Well, I spent all night long doing a song." So I'm talking about the song "Black and White Rainbow." You know.
Okay. Yes.
So he wrote the song all alone, and then I was like a fucking fan. You know, I was like, I want to sing that song right now. I want to sing on that song. And I was so proud to sing on that song. That's the question. That's all the point. To be amazed by the work of our.
Yeah, and plus it was an easy process, a very easy process, because sometimes when we used to compose like all together as a rock band in the rehearsal room, it's very loud and everybody's trying to play all the time, and it can be a long process, and it sounds strange. And there we found a very easy way to work. I mean, it's been easy all along. It's been only like, okay, I did this, it was easy, and then this other guy, he put something on it and it's great and we love it. It was very pleasant actually.
Yeah, and that method, we earn like music unlimited, like for life.
Yeah, it's like we unlocked a new way to work, but maybe we're gonna have to change it at some point again, but for now we're really excited about that. Sorry, there's a strange noise coming from somewhere else in the room. We're not sure if you understood, so yeah.
Maybe it's my cat. That is
your cat.
It's a coffee machine.
It's a beer machine.
It's a beer machine. There is such a thing as a beer machine.
Yeah,
I'm envious. I am very envious that you have a beer machine.
Ouais, si, c'est ça. Ouais. Okay. Beer machine unplugged. It's
okay. So it doesn't make it more noise.
Problem solved.
Problem solved.
Problem solved.
But because this method sounds like it could risk becoming chaotic, right? If like the usual roles are disturbed, how did you keep it in place? How did you keep?
So this album, there is no rules. There is a lot of things. It's really intense, really complex, and it's cool. It's a tunnel for the future. Maybe the next songs, the next album will be more controlled, will be
homogenic. But that's why we also hire a producer to end the album and to put all the tracks together. because it was really rich and many different songs in different styles.
Yeah.
So at the end, we were really proud of all the songs, and we had like around 20 songs, maybe
20,
more, maybe
25,
25 songs. So we select 16 of them, and we send them to. We were looking for a mixer at the beginning. Then the mixer, who's also a producer, loved all the demos.
Ashworkman, yes.
Ashworkman, yeah.
And we were feeling at this moment, and correct me if I'm wrong, but that we needed someone to make all the songs working together.
Yeah, and to have this sort of outside look that we missed because we were so into the tracks and and it was it was reassuring for us because in a way it was we were surprising ourselves, but even our reactions were surprising. It's like, you did that strange reggae dub-ish track, and I happen to really love it, but are we just all getting crazy? Or so the fact that we had someone like Ash to tell us, no, this is really good shit. So
and it's like really pleasant also to have many colors on this album.
And
it's really cool actually.
But
I found it really modern to do that.
So you would say that the band is very horizontal, or do you still have like somebody who has like the final?
I think that I want to say something that we never said, but I think we never changed, because if you listen to the first album of Stuck in a Sound or Pursuit, all the songs, there is the same DNA, but they all fucking different.
There's always been some diversity.
In Pursuit, you got Brother, and you got Tender, and you got heavy stuff, and like this album, like the first one, it's always the same thing. Yeah, that's the style of Stuck in a Sound. That's why we called Stuck in a Sound.
Yeah,
we love that.
And to answer your question, yes, the horizontality has always been something that we tried to maintain, and today it still is the case, because we want everybody to love every song and to love every part of every song, and in a way that's what we achieved again with this album. At the exception of one of the members of the band that didn't follow that actually, and so it was either there was no more Stuck in the Sound, or there was Stuck in the Sound without him, because we need that horizontality and that the fact that things have to be decided ideally by the unanimity and not by majority. That's the way we conceive our work together. So,
was it a difficult decision to let him go?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course it was, because after like 20 years working together, it's it's very difficult, very strange. We didn't really imagine it before, but when it becomes a question of life or death for the musical project, at some point it became something that we had to do, and it's we were very happy we did, and I think he wouldn't have been happy to be in that band anymore. He has probably. So.
No, fuck, I'm gonna cry, man.
But then how do you keep these two things true at the same time? Yeah, so the new album is completely different, but it is the same band and the same. So there's a continuity, especially when you play live, right? So you're coming to Mexico. It's the first time you've come, but you have this long career. How do you choose what to play? How to combine the new sound with the old, the new songs with the old? How are you going to solve that problem?
We're actually working on it right now.
Yeah, that's what we're doing all day long for a while, but especially these days.
Yeah, we got a set list with 23 songs.
Oh,
it's a lot of songs.
Yeah, but we have such a huge catalog after all this time. So. And actually, the great surprise is that these tracks that weren't really composed with live in mind, they fit great in the set, and it's a pleasure to play them live. That they sound fucking amazing, really good live, and they add diversity to our live set. That it's your cat.
It's a cat. It's a pet.
No, it's this time it's a dog.
It's a pet.
I'm sorry.
No problem. Yeah, so it brings yeah, it's great. The tracks are great when we play them live. It's a kind of a surprise, but yeah,
It works.
It really works.
It really works.
Yeah, it really works.
I love to sing the new songs on stage.
Yeah.
I love it.
But you're not gonna play the 16 of them, right?
No.
Not at first, anyway. We choose the ones that fit the best in the set list, and the ones that people that since now the album is out, we have some tracks have more feedback, and so we say, okay, we have to play this song because many people seem to love it. So yeah. No, we're not gonna play the 16 of them, and plus we know that when people go to see a band live, they don't want they don't want the band to play only the last album. People, they of course you want to hear some of the different albums and some of the classic tracks that you expect.
Yeah, but this is the first time you're playing in Mexico, so it's also not like, oh, we've heard them before, we want to hear the new ones, or we want to hear the old ones because we already have enjoyed them before. It's like your presentation card, your presentation.
Yeah. So it's gonna be some tracks from every period of the band, a sort of a best of plus and with the new album. Yeah.
23 songs.
23 songs. Okay. Yeah. Also, was it also a difficult decision to have such a long album? So it's a double album, right? Your latest.
Yeah, when you if you buy the vinyl, vinyl, yeah, the LP, the vinyl LP, it's a double one. Yes. But
we didn't thought about the numbers or anything.
No,
it was these 16 songs, and
I remember that at some point we had doubts about that, and Ash Workman, he said, "No, guys, it's gonna be great. It's like Dre, the Chronic 2001. It's a very long record." And I was like, "Yeah, it's like Dre. Okay, it's cool."
That's true. How did you decide on him as your external partner, engineer, producer? What is it that you thought he could contribute, and what did you find that he did contribute?
Well, some people that we know in the record industry, they told us about him, and yeah, we all had loved his work on Metronomy, for example, which is a great band and like great albums. And we thought that maybe this guy that touches in a way something a little more pop than the music that we do, but who also has really an edge with it. You know, it's a pop music with an edge. So we thought, why not? And when we sent him actually first, we sent him a track that we were working on to just so that he brings us a mixed trial.
And we said okay.
Yeah, and when we received it, we were like, wow, okay, it just sounds great. And
actually, that song doesn't exist.
No, that song doesn't exist.
It became yeah. It's funny because the song was called Baby Shake.
Yeah.
It's comment dire, face B.
It's a B-side.
It's a B-side, sorry.
In a way, yeah.
It's a B-side, but the lyrics became the song Dream.
Oh.
Yeah, so the lyrics.
They fit better the other music.
Yeah. Well, it's not. I mean, it's like more like not only the lyrics, but even the vocal part served as a base to the song Dream, which is a song on which Ash had a huge impact also. So.
It's the favorite of Ash.
Yeah, we practically did the song with Ash.
Yeah. It's one of the only songs that we really, in a way, did with him. Yeah. From well, he had a huge.
He was in the studio.
He was in the studio. Yeah.
Oh wow, that's interesting. So he was like another member, at least for that song.
Yeah, for that song. But for the rest, he really managed to find his place. It's He was like,
it was always a good word. Like, what do you think about that chorus? Shit. Okay, thank you very much, Josh, for that.
Honesty is important. Yeah.
It's an English guy. It's clever. It's calm, and and he eat a lot of cheese.
Yeah, when he's French.
Yeah, I love French. French cheese. Yeah,
he's a Francophile. I don't know if you understand that, but yeah, he's an Englishman who loves France. So that's
Let's do a thought experiment. So if you went back to, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago, and you were to listen to this new album, What do you think you would be more surprised about having found yourself doing in 2024?
Reggae music.
No. Maybe the auto tune.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Right. You're right.
The auto tune. Yeah. Like 15 years ago, I will say like, what are you doing, Jose?
C'est clair.
Why did you put that auto tune? And I always thought that vocals, it's like an instrument. It's like a form. Yeah. And I would say like, wow, okay, that's clever. That's cool.
Probably.
Yeah. Well, actually, we'll be surprised.
We'd be very surprised.
Really surprised.
Yeah. Because maybe
15 years ago.
I mean, 15 years ago, we were already open people. Open-minded about music, but probably a little less than we are now, because
we were really prisoners in our in rules of indie music. You know, we wanted to do like Sonic Youth. We wanted to do like Smashing Pumpkins at the drive-in.
Yeah, and we were trying to refine a sound, an indie sound. It was it was our goal by then. Like, we have to have a great indie sound and a particular our own identity amongst indie bands.
But remember the first album, like we do It's Friday.
Yeah, but we had been experimenting.
We always loved experiment things, But now we are less shy to do it. We assume our sound.
So you're more secure in your sound, and that allows you to experiment in a different way.
We have nothing to prove about just do music that we love to do, surprise ourselves, and hope that a lot of people love it. But if people don't like it, fuck it, it's okay.
Yeah.
When you talk about your affinity and how you identified with indie, was it more the sound or also ideologically, like, independence and being an alternative, or it was just the sound that really got you?
It was the sound.
Yeah, it's the sound. Yeah. But I mean, the sound. It's both, because the sound, the fact that you love that type of aesthetics, which is not mainstream. It's already an ideology in a way. So
but now indie music, it's mainstream.
Oh,
like I think so. Like Billie Eilish or that kind of music.
There's always been elements of the indie music that became mainstream. I mean, even when we were young, Nirvana in a way was very indie, but became mainstream.
Okay, I'm sorry. That was what I was saying. It's exactly this. Yeah.
But I don't know. At that time, it's just that we were pursuing our adolescent dream of being in an indie rock band, because as adolescents we loved indie rock, and maybe that's because Nirvana was mainstream actually. So it's complicated.
Yeah, it is, because indie has become so many things for so many years. And where do you see indie today? So do you see it as a part of the mainstream vocabulary, not only in France but in the world? How do you see it now?
We don't say indie like anymore. We say alternative pop, alternative pop, or things are changing.
But you also said that this album, you can hear it, that it has more pop elements. Was also that something that was conscious? Oh no, I don't know. You said it. You said it.
Yeah, we say it.
Yeah. We always love melodies and noisy music too, and so we like the mix of the hybrid stuff. We love it to mix everything.
Sure. I mean, we are musicians, and we love so many different music and different styles. We like stuff that are clean and well crafted, but we also like experimental, noisy stuff. So yeah,
we're not saying that our music it's perfect for everybody. We're just saying it's perfect for us. It's music, we love it. So when we love something, you want to share it. And when you share something, people love it and people don't like it.
And to come back to the question about horizontality earlier, the fact that, again, as I said, we're very open-minded, but also we are 4 different people with 4 very different tastes in music. And in a way, the fact that when we make a song and all 4 of us are ready to assume it as a song and say, I love that stuff, it's reassuring for us, and it's the proof that it can be a stuck in the sound song.
Well, thank you so much for your time. This has been really, really interesting to find more about how you think, how the process is, and also I think it's a good way to invite people to come and catch you at Bajo Circuito this time when you're in Mexico.
Muchas gracias.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the interesting discussion.
You'll be at the concert.
At Bajo Circuito, yes.
Which
Cool.
one?
Yeah. See you there.
Mexico City.
No, but 14, the day 14 or 15?
I still don't know.
Okay.
Okay. No, I think it's the 14. Probably the 14.
Okay. It would be nice to catch and speak together.
Yes, see you there.
I will bring you a physical hug. Thank you so much.
Thank you for the question.
Hasta luego. Chao.
Hasta luego.